Chris Bowling,
CB,
how are you,
happy
bud?
March.
Happy March.
Here we are. The year's
We
flying by.
are getting closer to spring every day, right?
Absolutely. So we wanted to focus on this month's, I guess, wellness topic of colorectal cancer
Yeah.
awareness. Certainly something that we've had experience in our family with. Uh,
Yes.
I know it hits so many families, but really today, just talking about what does that mean now that we're talking about it as the theme month, and what should you be considering as a consumer of healthcare when it comes to getting screenings and making sure you stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I think is great is we've reduced the age to 45. I think that's
Yes.
awesome. But uh my wife, Carrie, got it at 40 because she
Yeah.
has such a horrible family history. So
Yes.
I think that's the first thing that we should mention is that just because the age is 45 doesn't mean that you can't get a colonoscopy at the preventative 100% level if you've got enough documentation from your doctor to try to get it early. But yeah, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm glad we moved it up. Um,
Just to know.
yeah,
Absolutely.
just to know, I tried to get it at 50, and that's when COVID was hit.
Yeah.
I was scheduled to get it in 2020, and then I got lazy in 2021.
Yep.
Finally had it in 2022. Knock on wood, it was all great. And he said, come back in 10 years, which to me is a little bit long, which we're going to talk about next. What could you do between that
Yes.
time of when you have your colonoscopy, and when they say that you can come back? But yeah,
Well, and I
it's
think you've got some stats you had pulled up. I don't think we'll be able to share
crazy.
them on the screen, but
Yeah.
what have we seen since COVID in terms of colon cancer?
And again, not to make this about me, but I'm the perfect example. In 2020 and in 2021, colonoscopies were down 50%.
Yeah. You just
And
couldn't have them, and people didn't want to go in for a procedure because it was COVID.
oh, yeah. And then since 2021, we've seen a 70% increase in stage 3 and stage 4 colon
Wow.
cancer, which is frightening. I mean,
Yes.
it is preventable, but you got to go do your screenings. And I know men are typically the worst ones, is they get all anxious about it, and I'm going to have to do this. Man, it was a breeze. It's
Yeah.
it's not like you're awake and you're talking to anybody during the procedure.
No, no, it's just like
It's a
a good
breeze.
nap.
Yeah,
It's a good
it's a
nap.
great nap. And the prep, the prep's the prep, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, get over it. Because
But I
I
think this is one of the few cancers that is preventable when you
it
really
is,
think about that. Like you
really is.
can, if we continue to see the incidence younger and younger, I think we'll probably see that age of preventative wellness drop even further. 45 is definitely a good number, but I think moving forward, it's going to be, like, can you catch something early enough in your adulthood, either through some form of genetic testing, or do we
Yeah.
have a different version than colonoscopy, just to see if you're predisposed to having it and go forward? Because if you catch it and it's just a polyp and it hasn't turned to cancer, it's preventable. It's when you don't do it and it escalates, and then it's not fixable.
Yeah. And you and I have seen some massive claims, and
Hmm.
I can tell you the prep is nothing compared to what these people are going through
Yeah,
once they're diagnosed with cancer. It is not,
absolutely.
it's horrible. So
So if you're an employer looking for the theme for March, certainly this is a great time of year to talk about having your wellness exams, getting your physical done, but focus in on those employees and family members that are 45 and older. Remind them that it's covered by the health plan,
yeah,
and just get it done. Let's hopefully see that there's less incidents because we're starting to get back into the screening routine.
nothing wrong with throwing out some kind of incentive.
Yeah,
If you get your colonoscopy, you get a day of PTO, or you get an hour, or you get 5 hours, whatever it is. But men are the hardest ones to get to do it. So be creative. Think of a gift card,
yeah,
whatever it is. But definitely try to incentivize them to go through this step.
absolutely.
It's low cost, and it's got a huge benefit. So
Absolutely. Well, we'll talk next round on a couple of examples of how we're seeing health plans and employers work on screenings differently. But good topic to
love
start with. Thanks,
it.
CB.
Thanks, buddy.